My name is Kathryn Golbeck. I live in the Okanagan Valley in British Columbia, Canada. I have been competing in kettlebell sport since 2011 with Okanagan Valley Kettlebells. I have competed in both single and double kettlebell lifts, and right now I'm training for Canadian Nationals, which is coming up in 2 weeks. I've been training for the last several months almost exclusively with Kettlebell Kings kettlebells, training for 24 kilogram snatch, and here's my feedback and review of Kettlebell Kings. So the first thing that I noticed about these kettlebells when I first started training with them for snatch was the design of the window, and it's quite a comfortable window for me personally. I really feel that the window is designed for comfortable insertion overhead as well as for how the kettlebell sits on the forearm. A lot of wrist and forearm discomfort obviously comes from technique or volume of training, but the design of the kettlebell certainly adds or takes away from comfort, and having a comfortable and well-designed kettlebell certainly is a bonus, and that is definitely something that Kettlebell Kings bells have done a great job of, is the window. I really like the way it sits on my wrist personally. The other thing about Kettlebell Kings is that, which I think makes them unique, is that they are a single casted bell, so you can just see they don't contain any fillers, and unlike some other kettlebells which do contain fillers, there isn't any rattling. So sometimes the fillers get loose and you're lifting and there's that rattling, so that is definitely not the case with this. It's a very balanced bell, so just the way that it's designed, the mold is top heavy, and so in all aspects of using the kettlebell in the different lifts, I find it to be very balanced, especially overhead. In lockout, this kettlebell feels very balanced. And so quality obviously is one of the things that Kettlebell Kings has taken into account, and I think they've delivered on that. Absolutely. The other thing that I'd like to say about this kettlebell is that it's guaranteed to be within 0.3 kilograms of the weight. So they've guaranteed that accuracy. I think it's comforting to know that the bell that you're training with is going to be the bell that you're going to be competing with. You know, that you're not training above or below what the kettlebell says the weight is. So that's something that they do guarantee. What else can I say? It was shipped quickly right to my door in British Columbia, Canada, all the way from Texas. You know, I'm very happy with how quickly it came. You know, kept in touch to say when I'd receive it, so that was very much appreciated. And we got a number of bells for other lifters at Okanagan Valley Kettlebells. Charlie using the 28 kilogram bells and Slava using the 32s in their own training. And when I took it out of the packaging, the bells did need a light sanding, and then applied chalk, and it took it quickly. It did need that sanding, and then the chalk went on well. I'm not a chalking expert, so I appreciated that the chalk was easily applied and continues to take chalk very well. These are 35 millimeter handles. So what we see in kettlebells in competition and in gyms for competition bells is they'll vary, the handle size can vary, typically from 33 to 35 millimeters. And so I've almost exclusively trained with 33 millimeter handle bells since 2011, but we are seeing a greater variety of handle sizes in competition, and we are seeing more 35 millimeter handles at specific competitions. And so I feel it's important to be able to have adaptability and to be able to train with the different kettlebells that we see on the market or in competition. And so that was why I really wanted to try these larger handle sizes and just see how I would adapt. And personally, it has been a pretty easy adjustment, especially for snatch training, which, grip obviously is a big factor. And for me personally, it hasn't been a huge adjustment to train with a larger handle size. I think that I did have to make some slight little technical adaptations, in the backswing, in the drop, but it hasn't been a negative impact on my training at all, on my numbers. I find the 35 millimeter handle to be an adjustment that came quite easily to me. I did make sure that I exclusively trained with these two weights once the bells arrived up until now. And so I think, it did maybe take a little bit of time to adjust, but it wasn't a big adjustment. So if you're worried about that larger handle size, I think just, consistency in training and being able to make little adjustments as needed to the bell handles. And I'm competing in snatch in a couple of weeks, but after that I think I'm going to switch to double long cycle as well. And so I look forward to getting some more kettlebell kings as I move up in my long cycle training and see how that goes.